Hello everyone. In this video, we will start from the end of last video. So as I told you in the last video, we will study these rights, the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizens in detail. So now we will study. The Constitution began with the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizens. Rights such as right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality before law were established as natural and inalienable rights. It means they are natural rights as a human, and they are inalienable rights, so they cannot be separated from the human. It should be given to the human. These are the meaning of these two terms. That is, they belong to each human beings by birth and could not be taken away. It was the duty of state to protect each citizen's natural right. So these were the idea of the rights. And what were the rights? You can see here: right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality before law. These four were the main rights. Now we will study the rights in detail in here. The Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen. First is the men are born and remain free and equal in rights. So they are born free and they will remain free. Okay, no one can put the restriction on their freedom. Okay. Second thing, aim of every political association is preservation of natural and inalienable rights of man, as these are liberty, property, security and resistance to oppression. So this was the another right. What was that? कि the political association का जो aim है, that is preservation of natural and inalienable rights. Okay. Third thing is, the source of all sovereignty resides in the nation. What does this mean? Sovereignty means when a state is free to take its own decision. State here means nation. When nation is free to take its own decision regarding its internal matters and external matters, that is called sovereignty. And sovereignty resides in the nation, and no group or individual may exercise authority that does not come from the people. It means the source of sovereignty must be coming from the people, which means that no political institution can exercise power of sovereignty without the agreement of the people. Okay. Now next is, liberty consists of power to do whatever is not injurious to others. It means liberty का जो मतलब है, that is you are free to do anything, but it should be injurious to other. It should not be injurious to others. Then you are allowed to do anything. The law has the right to forbid only actions that are injurious to society. Yes, if you are doing anything wrong, then law will forbid you. Okay. Law is the expression of general will. All citizens have the right to participate in its formation personally and through their representatives. All citizens are equal before it. It means law should be made by the institution which is made by people. Okay. It means in the formation of law, the participation of people is must. Okay. Yes. And all citizens are equal before law. Yes. It means whether it is officer, whether it is poor person, whether it is rich person, male, female, all are equal for the law. They will be given same punishment for a crime. Then no man may be accused, arrested or detained except in cases determined by the law. It means if any person does anything wrong, he will be given the punishment according to the law. Okay. If suppose there is no law regarding that, then that will not be a crime. Okay. That will be done in accordance with the law. Number 11, every citizen may speak, write, and print freely. He must take responsibility for abuse of such liberty in case determined by the law. It means every citizen is free. It means right to speak, right to lie, right to write, and right to print. Okay, but if anything wrong happen, then that will be the responsibility will be of the person. Okay, now number 12, for the maintenance of public force and for the expense of administration, a common tax is indispensable. It means a tax system will be there. Okay, and that tax system will be according to their means. It means poor people will give less tax and rich people will give more tax, but tax will be must. Then, since property is a sacred and inviolable rights, no one may be deprived of it unless a legally established. Then the last is, since property is a sacred and inviolable right, no one may be deprived of it unless a legal establishment, a public necessity requires it. In that case, a just compensation must be given in advance. Property will be must and no one can take your property. If government will take your property for any constructive work, then compensation will be given to you. Okay, now come to this column, source B. Source B is very important. See, the revolutionary journalist Jean-Paul Marat commented in his newspaper. What he commented on constitution drafted by the National Assembly. Okay, see, the task of representing people has been given to the rich. Okay, a lot of poor and oppressed will never be improved by peaceful means alone. What does it mean? It means now this whole constitution was made by the rich people. Okay, rich and educated people, and lot of poor and oppressed will never be improved by peaceful means alone. Now the poor people are there in France, they will never be improved by peaceful means alone. They have to be violent. Okay, here we have absolute proof of how wealth influences the law. He said that wealthy people are making the law, because we have studied that only active citizen will choose the government and they will participate in the lawmaking and judiciary in every government affairs. Okay, so he said that how wealth influences the law. Okay, yet law will last only as long as the people agree to obey them. He said law will be kept in force until the people will obey it. When people will not obey it, then law will not be there. He said it. And when they have managed to cast off the yoke of the aristocrats, they will do the same to the other owners of wealth. What he said very important thing. He said that just like the France people did to the aristocrats, the feudal nobles and clergy in the past, they will do the same thing. They can do the same thing in future with that rich persons. Okay, so that source B is very important. Now we will come to the next, reading political symbols. Okay, now see this broken chain, bundle of rods, eye with a triangle, scepter, snake biting its tail to form a ring, symbol of eternity. A ring has neither beginning nor end. Red, Phrygian cap, blue, white, red, the winged woman, and a law tablet. Okay, now these symbols are here. Yes, that is the Declaration of Rights of Men and Citizens. So observe the symbol. This is eye in the triangle, winged woman, scepter, okay, broken chain, blue, red, white, okay, and bundle of rods, and snake, okay, and the tablet, law tablet, okay, everything we can see here. ठीक है. Now we will explain these things. Okay, come down. First of all, reading political symbols. The majority of women in 18th century could not read or write. Okay, could not read or write. So images and symbols were frequently used instead of printed words to communicate important ideas. Okay. Yes, as many of people in the France were illiterate, they could not read and write, so symbols were used to convey the idea of the declaration of rights. Okay, yes, here you can see the broken chain. Broken chain meant what? Chains were used to fetter slaves. Now a broken chain stands for the act of becoming free. Now this broken chain means what? Freedom. Next, bundle of rods or fasces. One rod can be easily broken, but not an entire bundle. So strength lies in unity. So this shows unity. Unity. Okay. Third one is eye within a triangle radiating light. See here, eye stands for knowledge. Eye stands for knowledge, and the rays of the sun will drive away clouds of ignorance. It means eyes stand for knowledge. Eye stand for knowledge, and the sun rays means that sun rays always remove darkness. So same, the clouds of ignorance will be removed by the sun rays. Third one is scepter, symbol of royal power. Now royal power is in the hands of law. In the hands of law. Law is the royal power. No royal power is there except law. The next is snake biting its tail to form a ring. Snake biting its tail to form the ring. Symbol of eternity. A ring has neither beginning nor end. It means that this ring shows that there is no starting and there is no end. This is the symbol of eternity. Eternity means permanency. Now, red Phrygian cap. This cap were worn by the slaves. Now, upon becoming free, when slaves were become free, they used to wear this cap. So this cap is for freedom. Freedom. Okay. Yes. Now again, blue, white, red, the national colors of France. Then the winged woman personification of the law. This woman represents the law, and see in her hand has scepter, which means royal power. Now royal power is in the hand of law. And the law tablet, where the laws are mentioned. Law is the same for all, and all are equal before it. So these were the declaration of rights and rights of men and citizens. Now one thing that I will tell you here, that these French laws were they played very important role in the upcoming centuries for other countries who were ruled by monarchs and kings, because people, they got inspiration from the French people. Then how the poor people, how the people who are oppressed by the state have taken the decision and have made their country a democracy. In the same way, so people got inspired and they initiated the revolt in their country. Okay, and that revolt of France, that French Revolution, had a great impact on the revolution in the revolution in India in 1857. Remember 1857 revolt of India against the British? They got inspiration from this. So this is the very important event in the world history, which transformed many cities, many state or many countries to take the decision of the revolution. Now we will discuss here some activities. See these activities. First activity is identify the symbol in box 1 which stands for liberty, fraternity and equality. So in box 1 you can see this symbols. We have to identify the symbols of liberty, equality and fraternity in box 1. Then next second is the explain the meaning of painting of the Declaration of Rights and Men and Citizens by reading only symbols. So क्या करना है हमको? By reading only symbols we have to explain the meaning. So you can do this easily. Third one is compare the political rights which the Constitution of 1791 gave to the citizens with Article 1 to 6 of Declaration of the Declaration. Source C. Are the two documents consistent? Do the two documents convey the same idea? So we have source C here. Source C. So this question will be done from the source C. Now 4. Which groups of French society would have gained from the Constitution of 1791? Which groups would have had reason to be dissatisfied? What developments does Marat source B anticipate in the future? So yes, Marat, that journalist which wrote in his newspaper, so that was a very important source. This question asked what was the speculation, anticipation of the Marat journalist, what he was thinking of the future of the France, and which group were dissatisfied. If you will see very closely, you will find that in this whole French Revolution, in this Declaration of Rights and Rights of Men and Citizens, women are not included. Okay, so we can say that women were the group who were dissatisfied. Then last is imagine the impact of events in France on neighboring countries such as Prussia, Austria, Hungary, Spain, all of which were absolute monarchies. How would the king, traders, peasants, nobles and members of clergy here have reacted to the news what was happening in the France? So this is a very good question. This question asks that imagine, it means you have to imagine, you have to predict. Then now the France become democracy. Okay, then this happening, this whole event of French Revolution, does this event had any impact over the other countries, other neighboring countries? What do you think? That other countries will be inspired from this event to end the absolute monarchy in their own countries? Exactly, yes. Answer is yes. The people, the other countries will definitely be inspired from the French Revolution, and they will be initiating to the end of the absolute monarchy. So this is the first chapter. Now the next is France abolishes monarchies, becoming a republic. France abolishes monarchy and becoming a republic. See, what is that? Monarchy, I have told you in the previous videos, monarchy means the country which is ruled by the king. France was a absolute monarchy before 1789. That was French Revolution. After French Revolution, when the Declaration of Men and Citizens were there in 1791, France became constitutional monarchy. France was not an absolute democracy. It was democracy, but not the republic. Republic means when the head of the state is elected. Okay, in the France, head of the state was not elected. It was a monarch. It was the king's family will be the monarch. However, there will be some restrictions on the power of the king, but still king was there. So now they want republic. Republic means where no kings are there. On head of the state will be a common man. Maybe a common man. Common man will be given equal chance to become a head of the state. That is called republic. So next video we will study how France becomes a republic. Okay. So in this video that is enough. See you in next video tomorrow. Okay. Goodbye.